Stampers, I'm Meg from Loven Stamps, the blog and YouTube channel, and because it is so beautiful today in my neck of the woods, I have a project to share for you from outdoors. So we are using the Rose Garden, Rose Wonder stamp set and framelits, and this is one of my Stamps in the Mail Club projects during the month of March. So if you haven't ordered your kit yet, you want to do that, and I will share some tips and tricks with you for using some paper curling and so forth in this card. So let's get stamping.
So we need to grab our correct packet here. Here we go, from our Stamps in the Mail Club kit. And all the pieces here are ready to go, die cut and pre-organized and set for you. So if you want to make more of this card, then you'll need the Rose Garden Thinlits, but otherwise everything's included for Stamps in the Mail. So I'm going to start off with our background here and just fold our half sheet of old olive cardstock in half. And then our next layer is actually going to be this very vanilla square and this quarter sheet of the tea lace foil doily. Oh, look at this one's got double pieces, so woohoo, bonus for this kit. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put some snail here on the back. I'm going to add a little bit extra on the side, and then I like to just align my pieces by pressing that down onto the back. And if I'm looking at the front, then I can see exactly where that piece is supposed to go. Okay, so I'm going to smush. I know it's the front side. I always say smush from the back, but we haven't done any stamping yet. And then there is this piece of the basic black cardstock. I'm going to just run it through my fingers like this to help break the cardstock fibers a little bit. Actually, before you go too far, you could go ahead and put strip down. So I'm going to put snail right here along the whole back of the strip. And go ahead, and if you have adhesive that curls around to the front, you can just brush that off with your finger. And then I'm going to line that up here with the side of my cardstock and then trim here at the bottom. Okay, so this is the base for our cute little bow embellishment, and I'll show you. Can you see that there? That cute little thing? I know it didn't show very well when I showed you the intro video, but now you want to go ahead and curl your paper just by running it between your fingers, and I'm curling it both directions, so one way and then the other. And what that does is it helps to break all the cardstock fibers that are in the paper so that you can do tight curves without having your cardstock crink, because you don't want those crinks in there. Okay, so I'm going to start off and make a loop here like this and just give it a little just a little twist at the end, and then I'm going to fold back again, so I've got kind of like a little bow shape. Okay, and I'm pinching it in the middle, and then I'm going to fold back another bow shape just like that. So now we have two on one side and one on the other, and then you can either cut another piece to go around, or you can actually just tie that around like a bow in the center. See how that works? Going to trim it off right there in the back so it's not going to show. And then my favorite for this is glue dots, mini glue dots. You could also use fast fuse if you're good with accuracy on your fast fuse. And I'm going to I have the glue dot kind of between the end there and the top, and I'm just going to fold that around, and then that is going to give us a piece there that we can tuck on the bottom of our card. See how that little accent works? Very cute and elegant, and it smushes just fine, so it'll still show up when it goes through the mail. All right, so then for our pieces here, this is the die cut from the Rose Garden Thinlits. They are super handy, and they make a great design element all on their own. So let's get stamping. I'm going to use my Calypso Coral marker that comes with Stamps in the Mail Club kit, or if you want to use your ink pad, you could just use your ink pad for this easily. And I note that I'm coloring with the very edge of my marker. I'm not coloring with the tip, because I want to keep the ink just on the surface that we want to stamp. And that broad tip covers a lot of area in a quick manner. Okay, and then because we're working with photopolymer, I'm going to place my piercing mat underneath and then go ahead and line this up. Now you can either stamp this direction, or you could line your stamp up and then press down this way. With photopolymer, I kind of like to go this way. We'll see how centered I get it. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that. Then we have our nice border. And then I'm going to use my Memento black pad. So the black ink pad's not included with Stamps in the Mail, but most people have one on hand. So you can add it to your order or just grab one that you have. And I'm going to make this a birthday card. So I've just stamped happy birthday there in the center. And then this is going to go on our card. Now, I will show you some tips here. You're going to have to poke out the rest of those little pieces there. And we are going to make this into leaves for our rose. So there's two pieces that we're going to use. I'm going to trim right across the bottom here. So now I have a set of 3. And then this one with this unattractive stem coming up the top of it, I'm going to just go ahead and follow the curve. So that is off of there. So now I have 2 pieces. And then this bit down here extends a little bit beyond where I want it to. So I'm just going to, again, kind of follow the shape of the leaves. So from the 1 sprig, we now have 2 sets of leaves. All right. And for this, I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen. Oops. Make sure it unscrews here at the top, not at the bottom. You'll get more glue than you expect. Okay, pull that little pin stopper out. And then this glue, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to put a dot at the widest junctures in our die here. Okay, and that should do it. Now, be aware that the fine tip glue is great. It does not grab immediately. So you're going to want to set your rose piece on there and then just give it a couple seconds so that it has a chance to grab on. And in the meantime, without letting that shift, I'm going to add one of my leaf sprigs. And I'm going to tuck this so it looks like it's growing just out the side there. You just don't want it to go above the top of your card because that will keep your card from opening. From fitting in the envelope. It's still open, okay. Alright, and then the last one is going to fit right here on the side. Okay, and then I'm going to avoid moving that for a second. Let me show you how to make this little embellishment here with all of the swirls behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside here so it can dry. On the back of this, I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals, because I kind of think that a card without a Stampin' Dimensional is hardly a card at all. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of those on the back there. And then let's go ahead and scoot in. And I'm going to take my gold thread. It's very narrow, so it likes to be grouped. And I'm just going to keep wrapping it around my fingers till I run out. Okay, and then I'm just going to pinch the end there. Then what I'm going to do is take that little bundle and I'm going to pop it onto that one Stampin' Dimensional. See how it's kind of stuck there now? And now I can take my ends and pull them out so that we have our loopies showing. You can do it from the front or the back. So I have loops showing at the top and the bottom. But then these hairs here, I'm not a big fan of those hairs showing. So I'm going to pluck them out. If it was silver, you could pretend you were pulling gray hairs. Not that I know anything about that. Anyway, I can't believe I said that on video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pop this down here now, and there is our finished card. So Stamps the Mail Club, the Rose Wonder stamp set, which has all these amazing, fabulous images, and coordinated with a Rose Garden Thinlet. So you can get your Stamps the Mail Club kit by ordering through my website at lovenstamps.com, and I would be happy to get one of these in the mail to you. This is the March kit, so be sure to order quickly while supplies last. Happy stamping! Thanks for watching.